How you like that? You gon' like that? Da 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 da. Like that? How you like that? Da da da.
Oh, hello there. Welcome to the coronavirus ceramic class. Guess what we're gonna do today? We're gonna make a coil pot. But wait, before we start, I need to say one thing. I miss you guys. But hey, we get to make pots in my house, so that's pretty fun. So first of all, look, we have a table. We're gonna do everything right in our house. We have a table, but you definitely don't want to do this on top of your mom's tablecloth because it could get real messy. So we're gonna take the tablecloth off. Oh. That didn't work out so well. Alright, so here we go. Your assignment is to make a coil pot that's at least 6 inches tall. And you're going to just do a copy of one that's already been made. So I'm going to give you a paper that has some pictures of ancient Greek or Minoan pottery, and you're going to just choose a shape and just copy it. Only it's going to be 6 inches. These pots are a lot bigger than that, but you're just going to do 6 inches. This is just a practice. Just so you know, after we do this one, we're going to do a bigger one that's going to be your own design. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So I chose to do this pot right here. It's a famous octopus jar. I thought it looked really cool and I've never made it. So I did a little sketch. It's gonna be this shape. And I'm gonna go for 6 inches tall. So I gave you guys a rib tool. This is a wooden rib. And I gave you a wooden knife, which I sadly forgot to bring home with me, but it looks kind of like this one. And then you might need something to score your clay so that the first layer sticks. I'm not giving you guys needle tools, but you could find a toothpick at your house, you could use a fork, you could use something, anything sharp that you could scratch the clay with. You can figure it out because you guys are smart. And did I mention I really miss you having you guys in class? So, and also I'm just gonna use a bowl with a little bit of water in, and that might come in handy, but I don't want to ruin my table, so you can use a cardboard box to cover your table. I'm gonna use this piece of cardboard that's already nice and flat. I'm gonna use this so that my table doesn't get dirty. You're gonna take your clay that I gave you. And you're going to take a little piece of that clay, something like this, and you're going to pat it into a little slab of clay. Make it nice and flat. Yes, if you'd like, you can use a rolling pin. I heard somebody ask that out there. You can use a rolling pin, or you can just flatten it out like that. Cool. There's my slab of clay. And I'm just going to take a pencil and I'm going to draw a circle on this. I want mine to be about this big around to start. Maybe. Okay. And I'm going to take my wooden knife. I'm going to cut off the extra clay. I'm going to leave a little extra around the edges. There. So I just have a round piece of clay like that, and I'm going to start building my coils on it. All coil building is, you're going to make little ropes of little snakes of clay, little ropes of clay by rolling the clay out like this. Just take your hands and roll it. Make it nice and skinny. Just like that. I always like to score the first layer on, so I'm going to scratch the surface. And I might even put a little water on it. So I'll take a little bit of water here, get it wet. If you have a little sponge at home, you could use a sponge. That might make getting the water on a lot easier. And then I'm going to score it again, and that's going to mix the water right in with the clay so that it creates its own slip right on the surface. It's kind of a little bit like a shortcut or kind of cheating, because I'm not going to have you make slip. But if you mix the water in with the clay, it's going to just totally work like slip. I'm going to scratch that first layer of coils. You kind of want to scratch it a lot. You guys remember doing that from when we did our soft slab mugs. Remember that? Get that wet too. By the way, your guys' soft slab mugs looked so good. And I was so looking forward to having a little hot chocolate party with our mugs and drinking out of them. But that was going to happen on the last day of the term, which pretty much you're going to be at home, quarantined. And instead of drinking from your soft slab mugs on that day, you're going to be, I don't know, making a quarantine pot or something. Alright, so I'm going to put that first layer of coil on just like this. And then I'm going to just keep going. I'm going to wrap it right up on top, and I'm going to squish it together. And I ran out of coils, so what do? Make more coils. Oh man, I totally dripped my water everywhere. Trying to get me a paper towel. I have some studio assistants here with me. They're helping me out. And that's it's okay if you spill some water, because you know what? There's no mistakes here. We're just happy accidents, as they say. Alright, here we go. Okay, so what I did is I took another piece of clay and I rolled out another coil. Some people like to score and slip each coil on, but I don't think that's necessary, because what we're going to do, check it out. Can you even see that? Yeah, you can kind of see it there. I can just squish my next coil on, and as long as I overlap my coils a little bit, I can just squish them together. Okay, so there I've got a couple layers of coils. I'm gonna real quick, I'm gonna start. Right now it looks really bad. See that? It looks really sort of clunky. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to smear it all together so it looks nice. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to smear that bottom extra bit of base into the first coils. And it's really soft, so it smears really good. Okay, now I'm going to smear the inside coils. I'm going to smear them down. I smooth the inside and the outside together. Sometimes after you've been doing some coils for a while and you're really comfortable with it, you can leave one side unsmeared and just use it as like a decoration. But we're not doing that with this pot. We're going to smear both sides. They're gonna be nice and smooth. And then I gave you a rib tool. And with the rib tool, you can smooth your sides so they're really smooth. If you don't have a piece of cardboard, another thing that works really good on your table instead of cardboard is an old sheet that you don't plan on sleeping on anymore. That works really good. Don't forget to go and ask your mom first though. You can't just go take the sheets out of the closet and expect her to be okay with it. Okay, so I have got a pretty good start here. Now if you remember, my pot that I'm making is kind of like rounded on the bottom part. It kind of goes up like this. So I'm gonna bend the clay out so it starts to do that shape. Get another coil. Oh, I had another coil. And I'm going to take that coil and put it right on here. And I just keep going up and I keep smoothing my coils together. I'll usually do 2 layers of coils and then smooth it together. After you've worked for a little while on it, you might get kind of tired. And so it always helps to take a little break and say hello to your dog for a minute. So let me introduce you to my dog. Ella, break. Come here. Here, Ella, jump up here. Ella, right here. This is my dog. Hey, look right there. Look who's here. It's my dog! Yeah. Okay, sit down again. Good job. She's very obedient. Alright, so now that I have a couple more coils on, what am I going to do? I'm going to smear it together.
That he's doing. Look at this cool thing that he's doing. Look at this cool thing that he's doing. Look at this cool thing that he's doing.
This is Felicia.
Are you going to use the sound on this video?
I think that since you did that, yes.
Oh,
we'll
but I thought you were going to do
use
like
the sound.
a cool with the music and all.
Oh.
You can put that in the bloopers. So everybody, if you want to know how to do it, then that's how.
They have to know, even if they don't want to.
Alright, I'm pretty close to being done here. I'm going to just finish off the lip, and then I'll put the little handles right here to make it look like the octopus jar. And that's how you make a coil pot. Remember, if you don't do it all in one day, you can put a wet paper towel over it, cover it with plastic, and go back the next day and work on it. And that's been, thanks for watching your quarantine ceramic class.
And if you need to get clay, then go to the store.
No, don't. Just come to the school, pick up your little clay packet. Okay, no one else wants to be in the video, so there you have it. Thanks for watching Moff's Pots, Quarantine Ceramics Edition.
But I did it after her and then you did it. No, I wasn't. Dad is playing again.
Ella, come here. Oh, yes, that's my Ella. It's my Ella dog. Labradoodle all the way.
Okay.